Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Halfsun SMP, and today I woke up and I wanted to build a ship. That may be a lie, as I have been putting this off for quite some time. But we do need it done. We did mention in the last episode that that is what we'll be working on. So down there we have the layout, we have the plan, I have the materials. Down here we can look in the shulker boxes and they are all organised and ready with all the materials that we will need to build. Well, that was awkward, that's empty. But all the materials that we will need to build this up. Before we get to that, you may notice I have a friend who will be observing my work today, and that's because I have actually set up the little system to cure the villagers, the zombie villagers down here, and then they'll be shipped up into the ship. Shipped up. Yep, double ship. So down here, this is very crude and very makeshift down here. But you can see we have a zombie and he does have a sword. A very sharp sword. Yep, there is. And I've brewed up all the weakness potions that we need. So we get the villagers from here. They go up, drop down. This guy hurts them. They go over this way. I heal them up and send them on their way into our new trading hall once that is all done. So once we get it done, we will come back here and actually give this a go and we can see exactly how that all works. If you've not seen it already, it is a good way to reduce the trade prices for the villagers. So for example, I think by default, for example, the butchers, I think the berries are like, it's like 5 berries per diamond or per emerald or something like that, but we can get it down by curing up the villagers to 1 berry for 1 emerald. So that is what we're going to do. That is the plan. I think I do actually have to heal them twice to get that trade though, so they may have to be cycled through the system twice before they get put in here, but that's not too bad because we can just do it again. But yeah, that's enough talking about it and enough putting it off and procrastinating the build. It will be a while, and I think the best way is to do it in a time lapse. So let's jump into that right now. Sit back, enjoy the music, and let's get building. Alright guys, and with that I hope you enjoyed the time lapse, but the ship is now all completed, and yeah, it was a long one and a little bit tricky to get things like the sails and things done, climbing up and down, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. It is quite big, but I think it does fit in with the scale of everything else here. Looks good next to our towers. So yeah, I've been working a little bit on putting in some of the details and decorations and things just to make it feel a little bit more alive. And so that's what we've got so far. I think it's okay, still a little bit to do. But then we go downstairs and have this little staircase for our villager trading hall, and there's going to be, so there's 10 spots here, 10 on this side, and there is the exact same down here. So each villager will be in here with their workstation, and yeah, I need to sort out the lighting obviously, and I think I'm going to have probably the bit at the end there for extra storage for whatever we're trading with them and things like that. So a little bit more work to do here still, and then we can actually try and get the first villager from our viewing system over here and actually make sure that we can get them in easy enough, because yeah, they are a bit of a nightmare. I've cleaned up the inside and put in a track, so our first guy here is ready to actually go in, and I feel like he's gonna fall off of here, so I'm gonna just do this, try and get him on this rail again. Give me that. And go, sir. You are now going to be my number one guy, I suppose. So I'm just going to do 10 masons first. So I've got the stone cutters here ready and just get them in place. And I'll do probably 10 clerics for the redstone and at least 10 of the butchers for the berry trades, but not sure what the one's 100% yet. But there you go, he is in his little place now. I do need to get trapdoors. Do I have any on me? I do not. Back in a moment. Okay, trapdoor acquired, so we can place that there. Break these rails. Now, this is the thing. I can leave them in the minecarts, but I want to see if I can get them out, so hopefully it doesn't end up anywhere else. Nope, we're good to go. Let's place our stone cutter. He's got his job, awesome, and the prices are slashed. So obviously, like I said, I'll need to get all these guys max level, and the stone cutters don't really benefit too much from feuding with the villager, the zombie, because their trade, I think it's already 1 emerald for 1 quartz block, I think, which is the main trade that we're after, but I'll do it anyway, just because I have the stuff, because there might be other trades that we can take advantage of. But yeah, that's going to be my job for the next few hours, to get all these villagers healed up and things. We can go and actually take a look at the process of how that is all actually going to work. Okay, so packed down here in my very high-tech setup. Getting them here is probably the most difficult part, so I need to do this and kind of get in here and push them. See, they fall down. Get some damage. They are now a zombie. And get one of these. One of these. Hit him with that. And there we go. There we wait until he is cured up and we can move him into the system. Now, like I said, I believe the butchers that we're going to use do need to do this twice, so this track will need to come back around and have them go through for a second time. So, bit of a long process I'm going to have on my hands here, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. So yeah, that's going to be my job for just now, and hopefully I can get it done in this episode. Okay, so I have been slowly but surely trading with these guys, and we can take a look now. They all have their berry trade, and we can see there 1 berry for 1 emerald, so that is what we were after. Actually, after doing this, realising that I can get 1 pork chop for 1 emerald using our hoglin farm that we set up right at the very start of the season. That's pretty good. So now we've got 2 sources of emerald farming. I'm not actually sure where I left the emeralds and things of that nature. Must be the other one. I do need to organise these areas. There will be probably just mass storage for this kind of stuff, bringing the berries over and things. But yeah, got some more trading to do. As you can see, I've been doing a little bit. I've got 69 levels. So yeah, like I said, these guys haven't been gone too much, and I haven't really touched these guys. Just done a little bit of trading to get some redstone and things. But yeah, that's going to be my job, just kind of getting these guys all fully traded done. And I was thinking of actually upgrading one of our shops, bits and pieces from earlier on in the season we built up. It's mostly the stock in that consisting of the piglin bartering goods that we get. But I'm thinking of adding in some extra items, so things like lanterns. We can get a ton of lanterns for these guys for 1 emerald for 1. We get bookshelves as well, potentially. They're a little bit more expensive because I only actually cured these guys up once. But things like bookshelves, lanterns, item frames, these kind of things that people need to craft that are a little bit of a pain sometimes if I just sell them en masse in the shop, and I think it'll go with the fact that bits and pieces are supposed to sell just kind of random things. So yeah, that's my plan, so hopefully we can just get quite a big number of stock of that kind of stuff and we will upgrade the shop, hopefully in today's episode, but we'll see how we can go. Right now though, I'm going to keep trading with these guys until I unlock all of their trades. So taking a little break from trading with the villagers, I've actually done some work off camera over here in our tower that was going to be a kind of monument to our mob head beach there at the start of the season. So I've done an interior over here, so this is how it looks. I have the hostile mobs over here, friendly mobs here, and the kind of bosses and special ones here. I think the hostile ones will probably end up coming over here as it's not enough space. And then we have some player heads. We've got Halfsun himself. There he is. That's the only one I've got so far, so yeah. That's the way it's going to be, and down here, just the heads laid out and things. I thought that was a nice throwback to when we had all of the mob heads over there. Going upstairs now, or up the water elevator. And yeah, I decorated this room out a little bit. We have a bell. Awesome. And we can look out on any invading or enemy ships and things coming in. And we can look at our nice beautiful ship over there in the distance. So yeah, pretty awesome. Happy with how it turned out, and not a huge use for it, but at least we have something that we need to go over there for every now and then. When we get a new mob head, we can go and put it over into the little museum. Alright, so I'm over at Bits and Pieces. As we did mention, we wanted to update the stock in here. I have actually changed some of the prices on things already, but I haven't advertised it really to the guys on the server, so they don't know yet. But yeah, I have a few things here. So for example, we're going to sell, I think, armor stands, just because I have a lot of sticks and things. I'm going to sell bookshelves, lanterns, item frames. So I do need to change out the layout just a little bit. I think probably move this to one of the sides, and then I can put another barrel, so I have one at each side. And probably armor stands makes sense, because I can have 2 armor stands either side, like so. I could probably have something here as well, actually. So you know, something like a barrel like that with some stock and goods on it. I have changed the layout a little bit in the room up here. So this used to be a wall here, so I've taken that away. I think it works okay. I'm going to need to turn this one onto this back wall, I think, to be the same as those guys. And then I can fit a chest or something there. But yeah, oh, I need to actually sleep. Yeah, I'll mess a bit with this layout and try and get it working, and then we can put everything in place, all the stock, and then I do have a plan for how I want to tell of everyone on the server that there is new stock here and new prices and things for them to come and check out. And all the new stock is now in place, and if we can take a look down here, we have a barrel selling item frame, 16 for a diamond. I've moved this area around a little bit, so we have our full speed books, and now we have an armor stand one, also 16 for a diamond. And you'll see a running theme here in the new stock that I've added. So say hello to Lev. So yeah, both of these lanterns and bookshelves, also 16 for a diamond. I'm not 100% sure what to set the prices at for these, all this stock really. Some of it seems a little bit expensive, but then again, I'm not sure. So yeah, you can let me know down in the comments what you think I should be charging for these. If you think it's too expensive, too cheap. Yeah, you can let me know. Nothing really changed upstairs. I just added a little flower pot there, and yeah, that's about it. So speaking of the stock, and now that we've changed things around, a lot of the prices as well have changed. And yeah, I've not really told any of the members so far, as I was waiting on a certain person who runs Halfsun Times, Mr. Halfsun, we need to meet up with him in order to get a deal done for an advertisement in the paper. Now, I'm not really sure exactly how I want the advertisement to be, but I was thinking of something like a 2D version of this shop, as it's quite a unique shape, and I think people recognise having this shape on top of the kind of mountain on a 2D version of it in the Halfsun Times. I think would be pretty cool, and that should maybe work out, but I do need to meet up with Alessio to get that all worked out. But with that, I think we're going to have to leave that until the next episode, as we're running out of time here. It's been quite a long episode for me, at least off camera. I've done a lot of work with the villagers, trying to get them all infected, healed up, and put into the ship. I really like how that turned out, and I think back at the base, we really do need to get all the other smaller ships and things done and in place to really bring the place to life and get it all finished up. And the next project for me for the base, I'm kind of 50-50. I've been thinking about it on and off for a while now, and I want to kind of turn my base into a mega base. Yeah, I said the word. But instead of actually moving to a new location and building something from scratch, I'm thinking of extending my base out on the back side and turning it into some massive kind of castle. That means I need to build up all the land, like a custom island, a pretty big one at that, in order to fit that in. So again, let me know down in the comments if you think that's a good idea and you actually want me to do that. I'm hesitant to do it because I don't want to start building stuff around the back and then just ruin the towers, the look of this kind of smaller island and towers, and yeah, take away from what we've already done so far on the base. So yeah, you can let me know down in the comments. But guys, I do thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you liked, and consider subscribing if you're not already. That would help me out, and you can catch the next episode and any other videos that way. So with that all said, until the next time, bye bye.